Welcome to What's Good Wednesday on Radio Chesapeake. I'm your host, Jamie Dingler. Did you know that there are hundreds upon hundreds of nonprofit organizations across the 5 counties of Maryland's Mid-Shore? Each week, I have the pleasure of sharing good news and good work from several of these organizations as they strive to be what's good in our community. It's my hope that as you listen, you'll find a mission, or maybe more than one, that touches your heart and that you'll choose to lend your time, treasure, talent, or all three to help make a difference. This week, we're kicking things off with the Giving the Edge Foundation, headquartered in Stevensville. In addition to providing its own services and events, Giving the Edge frequently partners with other community organizations. In December, they hosted a Bounce into Winter free community event and helped Tides of Grace with their enormous toy collection drive. They participated in Wreaths Across America at the local Stevensville Cemetery, honoring fallen armed forces members. They collected supplies for a local animal shelter. They also supported Stevensville Middle School's Positive Behavior Incentive Program by coordinating high school volunteers to run fun games. Coming up on February 21st, they'll be hosting their 4th annual Elegance with an Edge Gala and Awards Night at the Chesapeake Bay Beach Club. To learn more about the Giving the Edge Foundation or the upcoming gala, visit theedge360.net. It's only January, but last week's unseasonably warm weather gave us a hint of warmer weather to come. While summer is still months away, we can still get ready, and Shore Rivers is doing exactly that. They are currently accepting applications from college students and recent graduates for their summer internship programs. There are 2 internships available, both based in Easton, the Elizabeth Brown Memorial Internship and a Communications Internship. The Elizabeth Brown Memorial Intern will gain experience in a variety of activities, including restoration, scientific water quality monitoring, outreach, and enforcement, while the Communications Intern will focus on organizational communication, public relations, and event promotion. By the end of these internships, each will have completed a Maryland Boater Safety Certificate, gained experience and training in scientific water quality monitoring equipment and protocols, and developed a variety of other skills and experiences. Visit shorerivers.org/jobs for complete job descriptions. Both the Elizabeth Brown Memorial Internship and the Communications Summer Internship run for a minimum of 10 weeks between May and August and provide a $6,000 stipend. Programmatic work for each will be conducted primarily in the Choptank, Miles, and Wye River watersheds, with some travel throughout the entire Shore Rivers region. Applicants should be rising college juniors or seniors or recent college graduates with majors in appropriate fields. To apply, please email a resume and cover letter to Doug Mayorga, Deputy Director of HR and Culture, by January 31st at dmayorga, that's DMAYORGA, at shorerivers.org, and include in the subject line which internship you are interested in. Interviews will be conducted by Zoom in February, and an intern will be selected and notified at the end of the month. Applicants are encouraged to visit shorerivers.org prior to applying to learn more about the organization's programs. Internships available specifically for Washington College and University of Delaware students are also available. Visit shorerivers.org/jobs for details on those positions. January is Human Trafficking Awareness Month, and last week, For All Seasons Behavioral Health kicked off the Red Sand Project. This is an awareness initiative where red sand is poured into sidewalk cracks to represent people being impacted by human trafficking who are often hidden in plain sight. They are inviting local businesses, organizations, and community groups to participate in the project to help raise awareness, start meaningful conversations, and learn more about how we can help keep our communities safe. Those interested in picking up or having a red sand kit delivered to their office should reach out to Diane Ambrosio, Outreach and Marketing Coordinator at For All Seasons, at dambrosio, DAMBROCIO, at forallseasonsinc.org. Learn more about the work For All Seasons is doing at forallseasonsinc.org. I love seeing opportunities like these that allow people and organizations to come together to make our community better. Here's another great example. The Talbot Scholars from Talbot Mentors recently enjoyed a cultural and artistic experience at the Academy Art Museum in Easton. Scholars toured the gallery, explored a variety of artistic media, participated in group discussions to interpret the artwork, and created their own air clay pieces. It was a thoughtful and creative experience for the scholars. And on that note, we'll take a quick break. Stay with us for more great news. Welcome back to What's Good Wednesday on Radio Chesapeake. We're in the process of sharing awesome nonprofit news from across the Mid-Shore. At the Mainstay Theater in Rock Hall, Mark Einstein has stepped into a new role as program director after having served on the board of directors for 3 years, including the last 15 months as board president. The Mainstay's 2026 board of directors includes Julie Gill as president, Bob Taylor as vice president, Captain Dave Sharp as treasurer, and Deborah Woodruff Caper as secretary, as well as Bill Burton, Adrian Cotton, Mary Beth Dunn, Karen Frizon, and Lynn Hilfiker. The Mainstay recently hosted its annual potluck dinner. It was a stunning success filled with wonderful food, laughter, and the kind of joy that comes from people who truly enjoy being together. The warmth and camaraderie in the room beautifully reflected the spirit of what the Mainstay is all about, and was made possible by their dedicated staff, volunteers, board members, and most of all, the Mainstay's wonderful supporters. It was a meaningful and memorable way to conclude 2025 and ring in 2026. There are some great shows coming to the Mainstay this year, beginning in February. On February 7th, there'll be a Black History Month tribute featuring Karen Somerville and Pastor Leon Frizon. Make a Valentine's Day date to see Deanna Bogart on February 14th. And it's a Mardi Gras celebration on February 17th with Philip Dutton and the Alligators. And so much more. Find the rest of the calendar and purchase tickets at mainstayrockhall.org. In other art news, the Factory Arts Project is excited to announce a season-wide casting call for its 2026 productions. These productions mark the launch of the Factory's partnership with Groove Theater Company, the Factory's new live theater imprint. This casting call will take place on Tuesday, January 20th from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Avalon Theater and is intended for actors who would like to be considered for particular or multiple productions in their 2026 season. By gathering talent in one setting, directors are able to see a wide range of performers at once and thoughtfully consider casting across a season that flows fluidly from show to show. While each production still plans to hold its own show-specific auditions at later dates, this initial casting call allows the creative team to plan ahead, identify potential overlaps, and begin casting conversations early. Depending on the productions you're interested in, please prepare one of the following: 1 30 to 60 second comedic monologue, or 2 contrasting 30-second monologues, 1 dramatic, 1 comedic. Actors will also be asked to complete a brief form upon arrival, including contact information, a short overview of theater experience, general availability, and the option to indicate interest in specific productions. Visit thefactoryartsproject.org for more details. If you're looking for a performance opportunity with a mission, consider participating in Talbot Interfaith Shelter's Lip Sync Battle fundraiser. This is the 10th year of this highly anticipated event, which so far has raised nearly $500,000 to fight homelessness here on the Mid-Shore. Lip Sync features teams from across the community, friends, family, businesses, and community groups, all coming together to help local families, adults, and seniors get back on their feet and achieve lasting self-sufficiency. TIS is now recruiting teams for this year's Lip Sync battle. There are 2 ways to participate: compete live on stage at their epic lip sync extravaganza on April 18th, or submit a video for their online video competition. I have been involved in this event since its inception, and there are 2 things I absolutely love about it. The first is how much fun it is. It's truly the most joyous time of year, watching everyone get a little silly to help our neighbors. And secondly, it is absolutely magical to be in the room for the live lip sync battle event. The audience is a wonderful cross-section of our community, and everyone is laughing, singing, and dancing along together, just sharing a moment of pure happiness for an amazing cause. Learn more or register your team to join in the fun at talbotinterfaithshelter.org/LSB. And that will do it for What's Good Wednesday this week. If your Midshore nonprofit has something to celebrate, make sure to send it my way at Wednesday@BeWhat'sGood.com to be featured on an upcoming episode. Now go out, get involved, and I'll meet you back here next Wednesday for more of What's Good here on the Midshore.